Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Tua. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 2nd and goal. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On 2nd and goal, Tua. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Tua now, 3rd and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So 4th down. Tua departs. And on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Fields. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 55 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. The Bears at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's complete right side to connect.
What the fuck happened?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Here's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Tua now on 1st down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Looking to pass. Tua. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
Tua, a final shot before half. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Treston Ebner with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. More there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hands it off out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Santos with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Well, if he thought him crazy as deep ball, he's not making a play.
And after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released it. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
I tried, bro.
He'll lose a
I be
yard
trying
there, and
to
it's
get him
2nd
the
and
right
11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Tua.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Fields trying to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for you.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's loose again. Past the 20.
Oh, bro, what the fuck?
Touchdown, Bears.
Again, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Fielded right around the 8. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all
Bro, why
three
do we
timeouts
suck so bad at blocking, bro?
Really ramps up, doesn't it?
He had motherfucking dollar, and we can't fucking hold a block on a jet sweep. Look, he just moved your ass out the way. I know they D-line not good, so what the fuck is wrong with you?
There's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game.
I just hate
I would expect
that.
a lot of pressure
I'm trying
here.
to fucking
They
milk
can't
the
afford
clock,
to let
and
them
your
continue
bitch
to
ass
get
can't
first
fucking
down.
hold
They
the
need to
clock.
wave the clock.
An incomplete
Like, you
pass
forcing
on
me
that
to
last
pass.
play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Oh my God! What is going on?
And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Bro, we lose this bitch, I'm gonna be so fucking done.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. There's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Fields. Open man right side is St. Brown. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well, and allowed their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year.